Hello, everybody. We are here today to share a little bit about the Daily Gratitude Tehillim group, which we have about close to 400 people on our email list. I don't know how many of them say their Daily Gratitude Tehillim every day, but there's a good number, I believe. And it's a no pressure Tehillim group where we just say what we can, when we can, and it gives us the ability to work our way slowly through Tehillim, just one chapter a day to inspire us. Maybe the words will speak to us that day, give us a special spiritual connection. That's what the Daily Gratitude Tehillim does for me. Is I just get a very special connection that you get outside of regular davening. It's just something that speaks to your heart, because King David, experienced so much in his life. We experience so much in our life. In fact, I want to say something about Tehillim. A lot of times people say Tehillim when things are tough, when things are worrisome, you're going through a challenge. But I want you to know that Tehillim can be used for any emotion. So I'm a matchmaker. And once I made a match and they got engaged, and I was so happy. I said, what can I do with this happiness? So I went and I said to Tehillim, so you can channel a lot of emotions into your Tehillim. And what I'd like to do now is talk to the participants of our group and hear what the Daily Gratitude Tehillim group does for them. So I'm going to unmute you all, and who's ever brave can just start talking. Who wants to say something? I don't see any hands raised, but I see that Esther, I see that you are not muted. So can you share with us what Daily Gratitude, can you tip your screen down a little so we can see you? There we go. Esther and I have a special relationship because we have children together. Our firstborns got married, and so she's like my sister. And we share 2 grandchildren together. And so Esther is very, very special to me. And Esther joined our Gratitude Tehillim group. I'm not sure when, but go ahead, Esther, and tell us what you think about the group.
It's been about 3 years. I think, I try to say it every day. And I think the reminder is helpful. And, I think it's a really manageable thing, meaning like in times of stress, I'll add Tehillim to it, and we take on a lot. I'm in different groups, and we'll do even sometimes like the whole Tehillim for the day, which is like a 70 prakim or whatever, which is sometimes challenging. But the one parak a day is just so easy. And it's the kind of thing that I hope it gets, 400 is amazing. And I hope we get to 4,000 and we get more, because it's really a perfect segment to add to the day. And I think I would echo your message and Jessica's message that Tehillim, it's amazing how I read almost every parak, and it's as though it was written for me. And that we could have that individual, and it's so universal because so many of us feel that way. And it is, whether it's the simcha and the joy, and for sure in the difficult times. Lori knows that my brother had a very serious bout with COVID. And Tehillim was the one constant thing that at least I felt I could do something, because we were so helpless. No one could go. There was so little we could do. We were very reliant on the medical community, and Lori's husband Zev was very supportive in that arena. But it was such an evident thing of everything's in Hashem's hands, and there's nothing that, so little that we could do. The only thing I could do was really say Tehillim and feel that in that way I was trying to protect him and keep him from harm, but really it gave me the sanity. It really helped me through a very hard time. It was that one constant in my day that I could just tune everything else out and be with Hashem, with magical words that I couldn't even make up myself if I tried, but yet found it so poignantly really reflecting everything that I felt. So, when everyone goes through dark times, we're always looking for tools that help us, but Tehillim really has that gift for us always. So I hope we don't go through the hard times, and that we use it for all the good times too. But I really appreciate the constant in my life. So thank you again.
Great. And Esther talked about the daily reminders. We send out an email every day that has the historical background of the psalm, which is optional reading, but it can add more meaning to the psalm. Esther, that was really beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else want to share?
Lori, I'm the one that always reminds you when
Okay.
very early in the morning, and when I don't see it, I email you, and it's just a wonderful thing that I have. It starts my day out. I am not an Orthodox Jew. I'm a Reformed Jew, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years, and it helps me so much reading my Hebrew and listening to all these beautiful, wonderful women who are telling their stories. I got this from Leah Levine, whose husband is Rabbi Levine from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Wow.
I don't know if you know her, because she's the one that got me to get on this site. So I thank her, I thank you, and hope that everyone is well, and hopefully this horrible virus will leave very soon. But
Amen.
Thank you. And
Amen.
thanks, Judy, because I tried to set up the emails the night before to go out at 6:13 in the morning Eastern time.
well,
And sometimes I'm just tired at night and I forget, or I set it out for 6:13 p.m. instead of a.m. And so I get up in the morning and I check my email, and Judy says, Lori, where's the email today? So thank
so
you.
I am right. I am your reminder.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Anybody else?
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody wants to hear me speak again.
Okay. Who's that? Barbara? Who's talking?
Jessica. It's Jessica who wants.
Jessica.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, Lori, that I was so blessed to have come into contact with you. You know, I don't know if it turns out that our sons know each other. They went to school in Israel together. But what makes this particular group of Tehillim so special also is that Lori sends out context for each of the Tehillim, the chapters of Tehillim, that she also sends out links to commentaries like Rav Kook, for example. So if you have extra time, you really can learn about how or what was in David HaMelech's mind when he wrote this, what was happening in his life, how can we interpret these words. It really, really brings another level to your saying Tehillim. So I thank you, Lori, for putting this together, because I am part of different Tehillim groups, but there's something so unique about this group because it's focused on gratitude, which is something that I'm definitely committed to, but also it really gives me such a greater appreciation for each and every parak of Tehillim that we read.
Thank you. That is wonderful. Yes, that is. Took me a few years to get all that stuff on each psalm a day, so that's why I try to keep it on that format. But yes, we have optional learning material, and then I also thought, why not put the Lashon Hara lessons on there too, so that people who have time and they've clicked on the email, they can have plenty of learning optional if they want it. And we all have to be reminded about Lashon Hara. So I put that on the emails, totally an option as well. So I'm glad you've only been in the group, what, like 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
Not very long.
Okay, very good.
I just joined the group, the Tehillim, right now, and I'm really looking forward to getting your email or newsletter. I love Tehillim, and it does help me. It's helped me a lot, and I say a lot of Tehillim each day, and it talks to me. I feel that I have a lot in common with David HaMelech, a lot in common.
That's great. Did you sign up through the website or send me an email?
Oh, my daughter signed me
We
up
just
just
did
now
during
your conversation.
Okay, very good.
And I love Jessica. She is the best. The way she explains things and everything. Because I also went through, well, I don't want to go through my whole story now. I'll be here forever. But I also went through a very, very hard time in the Sayom when I lost my husband. He was 47 years old and had a massive heart attack, and I was left with 4 children. And I was always from, and I said Tehillim a little bit, but I didn't have the time. And after that, I did speak to Hashem. I said to him, I says, what now? Now you are the father of these children. You see those 3 girls sitting there? Get them a shidduch, a good shidduch. I want grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And Hashem did so. It took a little while, but Hashem gave me beautiful grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and they are the love of my life. I wish I could hug and kiss them, but there's FaceTime and there's visitation with social distancing, so we'll get through that. And I feel that there was a reason that Hashem did this. I don't know the reason, of course. I don't understand, but he has a reason, and someday I'll find out. I have to have patience. But the Tehillim is really, it was very, very important. And the wonderful family I have, and this daughter here, Suri Norwich, she is the best. I'm here. I have other kids. They're all very good. They all try to help. I already have the cheesecake for Shavuos, Malky baked, and other things that they come and they distance themselves, and you know. So I have it now, but I feel it's a thank you to me for what Hashem put me through. It was a good reason.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
reason.
you.
Yeah.
Rachel Mishori, are you going to say something for us? I see you. Rachel? Can you share with us, Rachel? Not now. How about Perry? Perry, do you want to say something? I'll unmute you. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Otherwise, we're going to end.
No, don't end.
Kaya, do you want to say anything about the daily gratitude Tehillim?
I'm just talking to Jessica, so don't end.
Okay.
We're chatting on the side.
Okay. All right. Well, I can exchange your email addresses. Okay, we're gonna say goodbye, and thank you everybody for coming, and it was really fun. And you can find us at www.dailygratitudetehillim.com.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Thank you very much for organizing. It was brilliant. Thank you.